Oregon Nicole here. I am on the Eagle Creek Trail this morning, and after my intro video and kind of my hiking journey story, I thought it might be helpful to people who are beginner hikers or are just thinking about hiking to do a little mini series on things I've learned along the way as a beginner hiker. I'm coming up on 4 years of hiking almost every single week, but if you watched that other video, heard that was not my reality before, and I've learned a lot along the way, and I'm still learning a lot. So I'm going to be releasing the beginner hiking series on Wednesdays, and my regular trail hiking content will be on Sundays. So hopefully you find some value in this, and if you do, please like this video. If you like more of this content, please subscribe, and let's get into it. So this first one is going to be on solo hiking, because really this is where my journey began, was as a solo hiker. The very first hike was solo, and to be honest, I love solo hiking. I find the solitude really lovely, but there are some things that you can do to make it a little bit safer and go a little smoother for you. The first tip I'm going to share with you is to pick a trail that is crowded, at least as you're starting. And so my first trail was Silver Falls, and that always has a ton of people. And the reason I'm recommending a crowded trail, which is quite the opposite of what I do now, is because as you're learning stuff, you'll make mistakes. You'll forget something. You might get into some trouble. A crowded trail is going to have people around who can help you if you need help. So when you first start with a trail that is not secluded. You can get there eventually, but you'll need to learn some safety tips and some just getting comfortable solo hiking and hiking in general. The second thing I do for safety is I tell people where I'm going. I tell at least one person what trail I'm going to be on, but usually multiple, and I share my location. My kids always have my location, so at least there are 2 people who know where I'm at. So if I don't come home for any reason, somebody can see my last known location and where to start looking for me if the need arises. Another safety thing that I do is I always pack more water and more food than I think that I'm going to need. Really more equipment that I think I'm going to need. I always have sunscreen in my backpack, as well as like one of those disposable ponchos. I bring more water than I'm going to need, bring more food that I'm going to need. I bring layers of clothing, just more than you think that you might need, because when you are by yourself and you just want to make sure you're prepared. The other thing I do, I have T-Mobile, and they have a satellite texting feature. I pay $10 a month for that, and that has come in handy not just for myself but for somebody else. So I had to use it. I was out driving to a hike, and somebody had crashed their car, rolled over into a ditch, and they needed 911. And you can text 911. So I used the satellite texting feature to text 911. It sent my location, which is great because I didn't know the name of the back roads I was on, and I didn't have a way to check it, and sent my location to them, and I was able to communicate the injury, everything that I needed to communicate to the 911 dispatcher, and they sent help. So it is awesome. If you don't have that, Garmin, I think, also has something similar. It's its own little device that you wear, but those are super helpful. I also have an extra battery pack for my phone, because my phone is a huge tool that I use. So an extra battery pack, make sure that it's charged before I leave, and usually I bring 2. And then I always have AllTrails Pro, not sponsored, but if they want to, hey, reach out to me. But AllTrails Pro, I download maps. You need the Pro version. I think it's like $30 a year. 100% worth it. I've been using it for going on 4 years now. It is a tool that I wish that I had started with. The downloading maps is super helpful. Anyway, that's my tips for solo hiking. And one last thing I will say about it is that sometimes people think, oh, you love solo hiking, you must just be so adventurous and not be afraid. And sometimes I am afraid, and I just do it scared, and I just do it anyway. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, please like this and subscribe, and I will see you next time.